Well, good evening. This is Southeast Homestead. It is Monday afternoon. I'm not even sure what time it is. But it's getting dark and it's trying to rain. I done worked up a Demaree split a minute ago and introduced a queen to another nuke that I had. So we're kind of working in a little bit of rain today. Yesterday morning, well actually Saturday morning, I had several mating boxes back here. One of them was queenless, so I just dumped them out, and the next day I moved all the bees in one area there, all my mating nukes. They were all laying already. So yesterday afternoon I walked by here and there was a lot of bees flying around this box, because this is where I had 2 or 3 mating nukes sitting up here in the woods. And I figured they'd go find herself a home sometime yesterday. Well, this morning before I went to work, I come out here in the dark and there was this group of bees. I said, well, we'll check on them this afternoon. So here I am again this afternoon, and here's these groups of bees. So I set this box up here, and immediately they just started going right on in the box. I'm not going to have to do anything but sit here and watch them. I don't think there's a queen in this group. I really think this is part of the queenless colony that the mated queen never came back. So once we get them all in the box and get them happy, I'll put some sugar water on them. And I have several other mated queens that I'm still trying to find homes for from other mating nukes I got. And I can always combine them with this group of bees here, because as you can tell, that's a pretty good little handful. Good starting nuke of bees right there. So I'm going to sit here and watch them a minute. I don't think there's a queen stuck in here with them, but we'll find out. I think they're just a bunch of lost bees. They don't have a home, and they're going to sit here and perish if we don't put them in a box. So we're going to get them in a box, and we're going to get them a queen. And this is, I did 7 grafts. Well, actually, I had 7 grafts that actually came back, mated queens from a Saskatraz queen that decided to swarm off on me. And so this is some of that group. Now if they don't go in and another 15-20 minutes, I may just go get some sugar water, put it on the top, and they'll go in it during the night. You can see they're making their way. They are fanning, giving everybody the signal that they actually got a home. Supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow and somewhat the next day. Weekend looks bleak again. Every weekend it wants to rain. It was beautiful Sunday. So we're going to give these bees a chance. I like watching them when I got the time, but working full time and then trying to work a bunch of bees full time or part time is just 2 full-time jobs. So, but there's not a lot I can do. I gotta get busy baking some boxes tonight, some more frames. But I wanted to check on these. Glad I did. I got a couple of 2-frame nukes that I can take one of the queens out of one of those, stick her in here tomorrow afternoon, and I think we'll be good. We're going to leave them here for a few days or a week, and then I got an out yard I can take them to about 8 miles down the road. We'll set them up there. All the other I had a pallet over there, but I pulled it out of the way. I guess I should have moved this box. Had I moved the box, they probably wouldn't have come back and stuck around, but the box is where the nucs were, so I guess I should have moved it out of here. Hopefully tomorrow I can come home. I'll steal a little bit of a drone comb or something out of a couple of other hives and stick in here, because right now it ain't nothing but a little bit of wax I found, some cut comb and pressed on there from some crazy comb I cut out and got in 5-gallon buckets. I took some of that and pressed it into some plastic frames, and I figured that would give them a start, something to start working on. But that's just for tonight. We'll get them straightened out tomorrow, if it ain't flooding rain when I get home. It was raining a second ago here now, but I don't know, it's probably, yep, 7:15, so it's getting late. So I had a swarm yesterday, which I will wind up posting that as well. Man, I got them in the box. They all looked happy. They were all going in there. And I said, okay, we'll let them settle down. I went to their original box, found 2 queen cells in that box, 2 different frames. So I went ahead and made 2 splits off of that. Left 2 frames in there, or actually 3 frames, which would have finished filling up the 10-frame box I put the swarm in. I said, I'll give them a couple hours, let them settle down. I did see the queen go in there, but I didn't open the top to find it. I wanted them all settled down. I said, I'll move them back over here, get everybody closed up. Found out that was a mistake. I had company come over, interrupted me in the middle of checking some boxes, so I had to knock off. And when I come back out there about 4 hours later, and I grabbed that box to put it where I wanted it, it was empty, except for about, I don't know, 50 bees. So don't know where they decided to go, but they must have already had a spot picked out when they landed in the pear tree. So man, I hate that. That's one lost. But I did wind up getting 2 queen cell splits out of them, so we'll make it work. Just a little bit of a setback, but yeah, that was kind of disappointing. I really thought I was in the right spot at the right time. I should have went in there, opened the box, found the queen, put her in the cage. That is what I'm going to do next time. Lesson learned. That way I could have held her in the cage for a few days and they might have decided to stay where they were at. So it just goes to show you never stop learning with this bee stuff. But I love them. I love these bees. I love working the bees. And most of my bees, most of the time, are very easy to work with. I've been working them all afternoon. It's cloudy, overcast, sprinkling rain. Just took 2 boxes and broke them completely down. And nobody got upset at all. So it was quite a pleasure. Now these Saskatraz, when they were in a full 10-frame box, I had them in a deep and a medium. They were getting kind of spicy. I don't know if it was their numbers or what, but once I broke them back down in the nucs, they seemed to calm down a little bit. So hopefully with some Carnolian cross queens that I got, that I raised, I'll put them in here and we'll get some pretty good bees from that. And all these look like workers. I don't see no. I thought I seen one or two drones earlier, but the drones probably went and found themselves another home somewhere. Somebody that would feed them. So anyway, I'm fixing to go mix up a little bit of sugar water. I haven't had to be putting sugar water on anybody because we got a somewhat decent nectar flow going right now. It's not wide open, but they're doing pretty good. Even my mating nucs had a frame of nectar in them. So, but I will mix up some sugar water and put on here so they'll have something to start with. But anyway, give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, share, and we'll talk to you soon again. This is Southeast Homestead signing off, and y'all have a very good evening.